It was a California August in '82 when my mother gave birth to the Spam Tech crew. 13 years later had me looking at Linux. Programming made me stronger like Papa the Spinach. Now, people know that a DG carry weapons, but if that weapon is a nest, you step in. We finish Contra with only one life. Finish Metal Gear 2 using only a knife. Right. People might think that we're frontin', then they see all the noobs online that I'm putting. My rhymes flow just like my code, even though my source is owned by SCO. What about my Indian? I keep it low. See me on Gunbound, call me pro. I'm a certified legend, but I'm still your bro. This is a PSA, boy, the more you know. No.
I'm a legend everywhere that I go. Every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go. Every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spam.
I said my heart's wide open, goatsy, and my windows min like Ho Chi. I'm just another nerd, but I rap about it. Shit talk on the net, then I laugh about it. I've been caught slipping like the Star Wars kid when I'm on eBay sniping a bid. Catch me on a webcam like Numa Numa. See me at the club and I'm rocking Puma. Another net legend if you see me yodel. Spit a little something that's anecdotal. Tell me about the time the E-Bombs world stole your chop like I stole your girl. Catch me on Gen May, not something awful. Low tax would ban me, raffle. I'm a certified legend, but I'm still your bro. This is a PSA, boy, the more you know.
I'm a legend everywhere that I go. Every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go. Every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spams. I'm a legend everywhere that I go. Every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go. Every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spams. Yeah.
From Tony's back in town today. Hopping high, he's here to stay. Everyone can feel the vibe. Chosen one of CG's tribe. Jumping in with flaring grace. Half they smiles on every face. Ribbit, and off we go. Tony's the star of the show. Bow down to Tony. He's the frog, our one and only. Chosen one, we've waited so long. Now he's back to right every wrong. Leaping through the streets at night, bringing joy and pure delight. Crowds are cheering everywhere. From Tony's back without a care. Left and hopping right, sparking magic in the night. CG's hero, love so true. Tony's here for me and you. Bow down to Tony. He's the frog, our one and only. Chosen one, we've waited so long. Now he's back to right every wrong. Bow down to Tony. He's the frog, our one and only. Chosen one, we've waited so long. Now he's back to right every wrong. Every wrong! Leaping through the streets at night, bringing joy and pure delight. Crowds are cheering everywhere. Frog Tony's back without a care. Hopping left and hopping right, sparking magic in the night. CG's hero love so true. Tony's here for me and you. Me and you. Let's re-roll.
What's up, meatbags? It is the often imitated, never duplicated, chosen one of CG, Chicano Stanley, bad guy, bad dude, bad actor, the lighthouse in the middle of the sea, leading you to Comicsgate Destiny, the great brown hope, the detractor pope, the one, the only, the dipshit who calls himself Frog, motherfucking Tony. Ooh. And we're back on another Saturday night, talking video games, geeking out. If you will.
Out.
Yeah. In case you're wondering why we got that extra long, I was told that I hum at just the right frequency. The ladies requested I go a little extra long on that opening. I don't know why. They said, could you hold that?
Very Stern-like, yeah.
Something like yeah, like. They did mention Howard Stern. They said, it's like that Howard Stern thing. Like, I don't know what it was, but the ladies requested it. And far be it for me to deny the ladies' request. Anyway, we're here. We're not queer, but we are here with Autoy Fanboy, of course, the CG Cockroach, and TJ Transylvania Jack, the Carpathian Terrorizer. And on this very rainy, it is gloomy, doomy, full of lightning and thunder out here, but we're gonna make
same here, actually. Strangely enough, we're sharing the same weather now. That's crazy.
It is. Before we get into all the news, we got to talk, of course, about the Roblox scandal going on. Xbox making wage slaves.
What?
Yeah, China making a game completely censor itself, and in the process destroy the entire game. Like, the entire game is now broken thanks to this Chinese censorship. And most importantly, I just found out today that there's a dark market making millions of dollars off of video game cheating that I'm not a part of. I got to get in on this, guys. This is like illegal, like dark web, black market, like gambling on video games with like cheating. How's this not a movie, right? Of course, we also got to talk about the Gen Zers, the Gen Z kids, and how video games might be going the way of comic books, guys. It looks like things are not as rosy as they appear.
I can see it.
Cosmic says, "I'm here to hear Tony make a Chinese accent." We'll get into that. But before we get all that good stuff, plus I got a video game trailer that I guarantee, this is a Frog Tony guarantee. When I play this trailer, TJ is going to lose his shit. He doesn't know what it is. I don't think he's heard about the game. I think it's flown under everybody's fucking radar. But when I saw it, because I was cruising the PlayStation Store this weekend, and I saw the game, and I was like, how did this come out? And we didn't know about it. How has me and TJ not been talking about this game? So I'm excited. And of course, one more. We got one more other game that people might like. It looks like a better take on Cyberpunk, but we'll see. Before we get into all that, Toy, how you been, buddy?
I've been doing pretty good. Today was an interesting morning. It was a day of unbridled American entrepreneurship that I witnessed.
Damn it! I thought you were going to say unbridled sex and lust, and just and you said entrepreneurship. But anyway,
yeah. Well, the story's about the Amish, so there probably isn't a whole lot of sex there. But
you saying the Amish don't have sex? The Amish are fucking like rabbits. What else do they got to do? They ain't got no TV.
That's
they
true.
Got no radios.
Well, they're entrepreneurs in this case. I remember I told you guys about. I have met JJ.
He's always having the sexes. He's always telling us, Tony, I'm having all the sexes. So much sexes that I got to go on the internet to get away from all the sexes. I was like, damn, JJ. Anyway, continue.
All right. Remember, back before I told you guys about Amish Donut Day, this thing my parents go to this Amish roadside bakery thing like once, twice a month. And when they do, they drop me off a donut, right? Well, apparently this place has been doing such good business, they have spawned competition.
Uh-oh.
So some other Amish families like, damn, they're making bank. Let's get in on that shit. So now there are 2 competing Amish roadside bakeries. So my parents went to the other one today. And apparently these Amish, they stepped up the game. They have homemade maple frosted bacon, crumbled donuts at this place.
Oh shit!
For like $2.
How are you gonna tell me that?
They're huge.
You're talking about maple on Amish donuts with bacon. Oh, God.
Dude, it was the most sinful thing I have ever eaten. Like, I should go to hell for eating something that bad. Like, I'm sure I'm gonna pay for it.
It's the most
my blood pressure is probably gonna be sky high. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. But yeah, so now I have competing Amish bakeries out here in the boonies where I live. It's great.
The last time I ate something so simple that made me feel like I had to go to hell, I had to make sure to take her helmet off first.
Very nice.
I know. Anyway, so you're eating these donuts. You've betrayed the first Amish family. Now they're going to be destitute.
Apparently, they can't send their kids to Amish college.
Is there an Amish college? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think they mostly homeschool.
It's like
at least around here they do. Yeah, like they kind of have I guess like the different. They kind of group together, like in like there'll be little clans of Amish around, and I think they kind of
whoa.
The kids
so you're saying there's a bunch of Amish people that are in a thing called the clan. So there's a clan. Do they wear white hoods? They go out at night.
Clans of people. Oh no.
I don't know what the Amish do at night, but no. Like they cluster together. I don't know how else to explain it. Like you'll see a whole bunch of houses and barns and farms in a row with no electricity going to them and stuff. And like, okay, those are all Amish.
We gotta ask JJ. We gotta find JJ. We're like, look, JJ, it's a murder of crows. It's a flock of geese. What do you call it when there's a bunch of Amish? Right? What do you
yes.
A gaggle? Is it a gaggle of Amish? How do you describe it?
Yeah, we gotta do that. We gotta get a hold of JJ. Pin this down. Yeah.
We need the official term. Amish aren't connected at all. They're not on Mafia. Yeah. So it sounds like you had a good day. Good donut day.
It was a good donut day this morning. Yeah. I just couldn't believe that there's competition now. It's crazy.
It reminds me of that. Isn't it there like a donut day on The Office?
There might be. I don't know. I've never watched The Office. Couldn't get into it.
Pretty sure. Because I'm pretty sure like that's the only day that like Stanley and Mike they get along, the boss, because they're both waiting in line for the donuts. And then I do know that the actor that played Stanley then tried to like scam a bunch of people for money for an unofficial Office spinoff. It's crazy. Crazy. Anyway, TJ, how you been, buddy?
I think my cousin's out to murder me.
What?
I'm not.
Wow,
yeah. I've been keeping his Switch 2 for a whole month because my kids are playing Donkey Kong. They're not letting it go.
It's just the way you started that off. TJ, how you doing? I think my cousin's out to murder me. Like, whoa, TJ. So we should know about, buddy.
I don't want to buy a damn Switch 2 just for one game. Damn it. I'm going to hold on to this. Now my cousin here this still called me.
The Donkey Kong game?
Yeah. Bonanza, yeah. It has a, it has an end game, right? Like it keeps going. You can do a lot of shit. So I'm letting my kids do that.
And DSP tells me that game sucks. He's like that he gets no support. He can't hit the goals when he's playing that game. Yeah, Erica. It took a turn, all right.
Yeah.
What have you missed? You missed Autoy eating Amish donuts, and TJ he's gonna get murdered by his cousin.
I just can't let go of this week too.
Yeah, Slam and Brandon says it's Amish. The Amishishis. That's what it's called. It's a group of Amishes. Yeah. Anything else exciting going on in TJ land?
Well, the Transylvanian storms are going wild these days. We're having a deluge over here. That's about it.
Terrible. For me, guys, my weekend has been quite interesting. Friday, as you know, we didn't do the Cloudcast. I had to take care of some things, but also, my partner, my friend, my homie, Ray, she wants to retool the Cloudcast. 2 episodes in, guys. We're 2 episodes in. We're still trying to find our feet, right? And she's not exactly happy because she expressed to me, she said, I don't know if I want to make videos, right? Because I proposed that we basically have it as a competition. We bring in somebody, and whoever person gets picked, we should make a video on them, right? Like, because we're chasing clout. That's the whole gimmick, right? We're chasing clout. It's kind of a joke, but at the same time, a little truth to it, right? And
yeah, tongue in cheek.
She's like, no, because I already made videos on Keemstar, and I'm like, well, then why did you bring Keemstar in? Like you knew the premise, right? Like going into this, you know the premise, but now you're like fighting it because you don't want to do the thing. And she was supposed to make a video because we're having audio issues, so she was gonna just do it on her own, but then she didn't. And so now she's like, I don't know. And it's one of those situations, right? Like, so what do we do? We're trying to brainstorm ideas, right? I'm telling you guys this, so maybe you can help me. Because I'm thinking, how about like a penalty, right? Like the loser gets penalized something, right? But it has to be something that we can both agree on and something that we both would be willing to do, right? Like you can't be like, oh, the penalty is you got to like run around your house naked or something. Like, no, you can't do that, right? You can't even do that on YouTube, right? Or like, you got to do 100 push-ups. Like Saggy's never going to agree to that, right? So it's got to be something that we both could do, that you guys would want to see us do, and that is easy to do, right? Again, it can't be like something really difficult. That's the only thing I can come up with. Like, it's got to be like some sort of, maybe crack a couple eggs on your head or something, right? Smash an egg in your face, something silly, goofy, something that'll embarrass the person that loses to spark the competition. Other than that, man, I enjoy doing the show. I enjoy arguing with Ray. I enjoy messing with her and going back and forth on, the people we're talking about. Afterward, the second episode, so we went through our people, and then we did a little like after talk where we're just bullshitting, and we were debating on why. I believe 100% that women are lying about falling into the toilet. I do not think the amount of women that say they fall into the toilet is the actual number. I think for every 100 women that say they fell into the toilet, one of them actually has, and the other 99 are lying just to get us. It's one of those things like they tell us as men to go, hey, you got to put the seat down because I fell in the toilet, right? And so we feel bad because we're protectors. We want to protect our women. So we will correct our behavior, right? Because we feel like, oh man, this is really causing a problem, right? But the truth is, I think they don't want to touch the toilet seat. I think women feel that the toilet seat is dirty. So they go in there without wanting to touch the seat. And so if it's up, they have to touch it, right? They're not just going to, I don't think women just dive in. They don't go ass first into a bathroom and you just jump onto a toilet seat, right? Like,
it's not like they're going to drown. If they really did fall in.
Well, I mean, if they fell in, they'd get like toilet water all in their stuff. They'd have to take a shower, and like the amount of cleanup, it seems like a lot more than just get out of the toilet and wipe off, right? Like, so that's why I don't think it's true that they fall in. I think they just say that, or like maybe they almost fell in, right? And again,
right,
I know people who take the toilet and put both the lid and the seat down, right? I've never once heard of a woman going into a bathroom, sitting down and sitting on top of the toilet seat and then peeing, right? They only sit down when there's no toilet. So they sit down when there's a seat and they sit down when there's no seat, but they've never once ever told the story, I sat down on the lid, right? That's never been a story that anyone has ever heard from a woman, which is why I believe that women are lying, because if they went in there and just sat, there would be instances of them sitting on the lid. And it took me like 45 minutes to explain what that meant, because Ray couldn't understand that people put the lid down. She just assumed that all lids just stay up. They're just automatically up. I said, Ray, there's two. There's the seat and the lid. It's like, no, because when you put the lid down, when you poop, you put the lid down and flush it so that way all the poo doesn't go everywhere. Haven't you ever watched Mythbusters? When you leave the toilet open and you flush, that flushing motion puts like poo particles into the air. It like there's like an air, like it aerates. No, I'm not even lying. Like you think that it's just like a flushing motion down, but that when the water goes down, the air comes out, and there's like a
right
almost
equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah, Ray P standing up. Nowadays, it's not for poop particles; it's for phone safety. That's the other thing. You don't want to drop your phone in there. So that's why, so that we got to like a 45-minute discussion on that. I don't want to relitigate it, but I think I'm correct. Right. Anyway, that being said, we got to figure something out. We got to get this thing back on track. Also got to get back on track. I keep putting off the new stickers and stuff. I got to get it. TJ's gone, which sucks.
Whoa.
But we gotta go ahead and get those stickers and things going.
There he is.
There it is. All right. Now, Asians haven't figured out squat while pooping. Yeah, just put a hole in the floor.
Yeah, that's a thing.
If you miss, what do you do if you miss? Like if you're pooping and your poop just falls weird and doesn't hit the hole, do you just like kick it in? Is there like a stick to push it in, like a little like you just like you're playing hockey, like golfing it in? Like there's not like a little putter, there's a little bathroom putter. Like, oh man, my poop didn't go. I just gotta kind of put it in.
I want one of those fancy Japanese toilets.
Post says you move.
You move just by the house. That's it. The house is ruined. I pooped the floor. And gotta go. Anyway, so that's what I've been up to. Don't forget, guys, I put the Ask Us Anything. If you got a question, it's open to everybody because I put it late. If I put it late, it goes up open to everybody. So right now, 51 of you can go rush over there and ask any question you want. 3 questions per person. Only 3. Any questions after the third one will be ignored. Multiple questions in one comment will be counted as multiple questions. Okay, you can't put 4 questions in a comment and then another comment and think that's a second question. That's not how it works.
We'll answer the first question only.
You get 3. You get 3 questions. All right. With that said, I'm going to show off this trailer. We're going to get to this game because I don't know how long TJ's internet's going to hold out, and I think we need to see his reaction from this. Okay. TJ, what's one of our favorite anime right now? What's an anime that both me and you really, really enjoy? We talk a lot about
it. Come on.
Okay, it's a good answer, but that's the answer I'm looking for. The other one. Come on.
Hold on a minute. Baki the Grappler?
Baki the Grappler. So.
Oh, shit.
What would you say if I told you there's a brand new Baki Hanma video game that's done in a Mike Tyson's Punch-Out style?
Oh, goddamn. Sold already.
Guys, Baki Hanma Blood Arena official trailer. check it out.
Yeah, let's go.
See, obviously, it's just like Punch Out. You're the guy on the bottom, and it's more like the original Punch Out. I know you guys are used to NES has a little Mac, which is like a tiny guy. But in the original Punch Out, your boxer is the same height as your opponent's. He's just made of wireframe, a green wireframe that you see through. That's how the arcade did it. And obviously, with the new technology, you don't have to, have wireframe, and you can make everybody detailed. And Baki's already kind of shorter than everybody else because he's a teenager.
With all that blood.
Arcade violence.
Oh, the cutscenes are in game. Okay.
This is Baki.
Oh shit, Sturgis' friend.
Is that Sturgis' friend Pickle?
Yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be like a lot of dodging, hitting and moving. There's going to be special attacks and stuff.
Shooting never hit this hard. Baki Hanma Blood Arena.
So right now, available for PS5, PS4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, Steam. TJ, how did we miss this? How did we not see this when it came out, when it was announced?
I'm shocked that this exists. People have been clamoring for a Baki game for quite a while. Like ever since the Sifu game came out, people were modding Baki and Yujiro Hanma in there and playing that shit.
How do I get that body type natty? Lots of training. You got to do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and then run 5.3 kilometers every day.
Work on your back muscles especially. That's how you get the demon back. Yeah. Your back ends up looking like a demon face somehow.
I missed that trailer. Is it like Punch Out? Yeah, it's like Punch Out. Your opponent is in front of you. You got to dodge, stick and move. You got to time their moves. You got to learn their patterns and stuff until you go bald. Yeah, see, in Cowboy got it.
Until you go bald, yeah, like Saitama.
I don't think anyone could get this body natty. To be honest, like Baki's like 15, and he's like super fucking ripped.
Has nothing to do with steroids at all.
No, but there, at one point in every man's life, he dreams about being the strongest in the world. Ain't that right, TJ? We've all had that dream. We all had the dream of just going out there and beating people up. I still dream that dream. I mean, I think right now, I think I could line up 10 Ripitards in a boxing match. I could take 10 Ripitards in one day.
I mean, they're all midgets, so...
Ripitard Kumite.
No, like in Digstown. You ever see Digstown? No one's ever seen Digstown but me, huh? He takes 10 boxers in one day. Honeyroy Palmer.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one.
OPM S3 on the way. What? You got to dodge, dip, dive, duck, and dodge. Exactly, Stray Beans. That's how you do it. So I'm excited. This is a day one buy for me. I'm going to get it. I'm pretty sure TJ is going to get it. Thank you. Hamilton saw Digstown. Yeah. Digstown is one of my fucking favorite movies. I love Digstown. The twist, the turns in that movie, the fake outs, it is done so well. James Woods' fucking performance is fantastic. 100 men versus Gorilla is 10 Ripitards per story. It's not 10 Ripitards at once though, right? It's 10 boxing matches, one day, 24 hours. I could take out 10 Ripitards.
So it's like King of the Ring, kind of.
Yeah, you could throw in Eric as the last Ripitard. I mean, I'll take Eric, Brandon, Andrew, Alex, Sturgis. I can't name that one guy because he told me that he DM'd me. He said, please leave me alone. And there's some other repertoires that we throw in there. Heather Graham in Digstown. Ooh la la. Yeah. All right. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's get to this. Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers has made certain bosses and NPCs unkillable following backlash in China. So if you don't know, Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers it's kind of like Black Myth Wukong. It's got that same sort of aesthetic, same sort of gameplay vibe, but it's based on like Chinese, not mythology, but like Chinese history, right? It's one of those like alternate history type games. And apparently China had issue with this. So it says, Wu Chang Fallen Feathers had a lot of promise before release, but thanks to its abysmal performance on both PC and consoles, its player numbers fell off very quickly. It's been doing a pretty good job of rectifying that problem, releasing post-launch patches with improvement in performance fixes, but the game's latest update has drastically changed how the game feels. For example, some good changes have been made, such as extra invincibility frames and getting up after being knocked down, as well as increased healing speed. However, there are now several complaints of censorship from the game's community, as the game has seemingly made changes based on backlash received from Chinese players.
Oh, shit. China themselves were complaining.
Yeah. So this guy, Lance McDonald, says, lol, Wu Chang patch notes say they, quote, optimize the exhaustion animation for certain NPCs. And what they mean is they made it so you can no longer kill any historically significant bosses or NPCs. And instead they just, quote, get exhausted and relax after fight and talk to you, Lamau. So some of the bosses are based on real historical figures in Chinese history, as well as some of like the random NPCs.
Oh, wow.
China has complained, like, you can't kill Liu Bei, you can't kill Lu Bu, right? Like
literal censorship. Look at this.
Yeah, so they've made it unkillable. But this has a further effect because it says detailed from FromSoft content creator and Souls-like enjoyer Lance McDonald. It now appears as though several historically relevant bosses will no longer die when they're beaten and instead will become exhausted after the fight and remain alive. On top of that, new dialogue has been added to accommodate the change, making large parts of the game's story completely null and void. So they've changed the story now because these characters are no longer dying. So they've had to make changes to the story, right? Like, there's no longer like, I'm going to avenge my brother's death. It's like, I'm going to avenge you making my brother tired. And he took a nap.
Oh, no.
Thank God Koei don't give a fuck. Just murk people. Fuck them.
Yeah. It says, on top of that, several of the game's human NPCs can't be killed either, as they're now non-hostile when you run into them. Unsurprisingly, this has made large chunks of the game much easier, including the majority of Chapter 4, which sees the Shu Sanctum filled with feathered enemies and hostile humans that you need to contend with. So they made, you can't kill off the Shu army because they're historically relevant. Those guys died for the country of China to restore the Shu Han dynasty. And so, all those hostile NPCs that were there, they're now not hostile. So your game's a lot easier now. Isn't that great?
So you can't even kill Cao Cao? That would be crazy.
Says it's claimed that these changes have been made thanks to the backlash received from Chinese players, as fans concerned with the country's history are apparently upset that you can kill prominent figures from the Ming dynasty. It's also been reported that a pray emote given to the players by a Portuguese Christian character has been removed too. So apparently they're censoring. Apparently there's a Portuguese Christian missionary in the game.
Yeah.
That gives you a prayer emote. They took that out.
Yeah, nobody likes missionary.
Yeah. Cries of censorship are popular these days, especially if a developer slightly covers up a woman in any way. But this here feels like a pretty clear-cut example. It's baffling set of changes that undermine the game's entire story. And it's strange that developer Lindsay has done this to versions of the game outside of China. If you want to play the game as it's originally intended, you'll have to pick up a physical copy of the game and play offline. So,
Damn.
This is what really gets me. Like, instead of making a China-only patch or a patch that only affects China, or they've patched it for everybody. They've fucked up the game. The game has already been having problems. It's been struggling. And so they've just made it worse to kowtow to China, which seems to make no sense to me.
It's kind of
unless
ironic
suddenly
because this is a Chinese developer, right?
I don't know.
It's like they're kowtowing to themselves.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I've never heard of Lindsay.
Sounds Chinese to me.
Chengdu Ling Technology. Yeah, they're Chinese.
Yeah, it's Chinese, 100%. China isn't your friend. That's right.
Ain't your friend, bud. Ain't your friend. We got a
Bunch of
Ko-fi
cunts.
donation. How did I miss this? There we go. Now we got a new donation from Eric Wingberg.
Shout out.
He says, $2. Let me hear you holla. All right. Let's put it on the board. That brings us $2 closer to taking the ads off this, and $2 closer to my not drinking monsters, which I gotta say, I don't think you guys are gonna get it this month, and I'm really happy about that. I've been fiending. I've been really irritable these last couple of days. It really shows.
You suck! You are no talent!
More irritable than normal?
Yeah. Lu Bu with a halberd was so fire. Says Diamond G. Yeah. Cartels in China is the two you don't want to fuck with. Fuck them. Fuck them Chinese.
That's right.
I got literal night letters from the CCP.
Literally, yeah.
China can suck my dick. Oh, you know, killer character is not historically accurate for you to kill a character. I don't like that in my game. Fuck you, China. And that's what I would say. I would just say fuck
True.
you. But obviously they're a Chinese company, so they really can't. It's probably all government money.
They have no choice,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But why make the like? Here's what baffles me, right? They sat around and go, okay, so we're gonna make a game. It's set in China, a famous historical Chinese people, and then you kill them all. That sound like a good game? Oh, very good game, very good game. Chinese government
that's
gonna
how
love us.
China.
Yeah, they're gonna love it. Chinese government gonna give us big money reward. Boss.
Oh, big
The
money.
Chinese, they don't love it. The Chinese, they say that's a very disgraceful game. They say dishonor on you, dishonor on your family. Like, how did they not see this fucking coming? Right? Like, it's like as an American, you make a game that's shitting all over the current president. You go, there's no one's gonna be upset with me for that, right? Like, clearly.
True. At least Japan can get away with it because they hate the Chinese anyway. We wouldn't have Lu Bu getting pulled up on in the record of Ragnarok, you know? That wouldn't have happened.
I always find it funny that Lu Bu is a huge hero in China. He's considered like one of the greatest Chinese warriors of all time. And he's fucking Mongolian, right?
Yes, he's a Mongol, yeah.
He's not even a Chinese guy. Well, I mean, they're all Chinese guys, but you know what I mean. He's not like a
Damn,
you
Chinese
Mongolian!
Chinese. Yeah. So it's like,
Why are you always trying to break down my shitty wall?
Japan is on America's tits. Yeah. Oh, historically inaccurate. No Chinese person has ever died. That's great. Fucking Mongolians. I got to find a Chinese guy, so whenever I have to do the accent, I have to outsource my racism. Hey, real Chinese guy, do the fake Chinese guy accent for me. Taking our jobs. All right.
Egypt.
From Chinese to wage slaves. Guys, Xbox Game Pass style subscriptions, quote, bad for the business, and turn developers into, quote, wage slaves. Former PlayStation boss Sean Layden says. Is it healthy? I've said for the longest time, and people will get mad at me, but I've said that the Xbox Game Pass was not good for developers. That it was not going to help anybody. That they weren't getting the same amount of money, right? Like one Xbox Game Pass download was not equal to them selling one game, right? So like no matter how many downloads they get, they would never get the same amount of money if they just sold the game, right? Like it's so ridiculous that people thought that this was like, it's a great idea if you have like a shitty game that no one wants to buy and you're like, oh, maybe they'll play it on Game Pass because it's so shitty, right? But anything new, anything people are like hyped for, like there's no reason to put it on Game Pass. Disagree, panel?
No, that makes sense.
Oh, a snipper, quipper. Guys. We're so good. I'm so glad that YouTube isn't owned by a Chinese company because it would so fucking kill me. I'm so glad that we're so small that we're not like, because this, if anyone else, like, you know, any actual, you know, if PewDiePie was out there going, oh, so you make a bigger disgrace to us, like, boom, it's all over the news. People are like fucking boycotting him. PewDiePie is racist. I'm just so glad we have the freedom here to do that. And I know one day when we become famous, I'm gonna have to explain this in like 10 years, right? I'm sorry I've offended the Chinese people. I was young and dumb. I was a young, dumb 44-year-old when I said those statements. Please keep buying my comic books. I love all the Chinese people.
President Xi is a wonderful man.
Yeah. I definitely love Winnie the Pooh's always been my favorite Disney character of all time. I used to have a little Winnie the Pooh doll. So I'm right there with you, President Xi. Speaking to GamesIndustry.biz, Layden criticized the impact of Xbox Game Pass becoming the, quote, Netflix of gaming by suggesting it had led to a new normal where paying for individual games had become less common at a time where big live services such as Roblox and Fortnite were already gobbling up attention spans and player spending. I would think like Game Pass would be good if they could somehow like see the reason that Netflix succeeded, right? And this is like the reality that people don't understand, like executives don't understand, and like nowadays, like young kids, they don't get, right? But like Netflix, the reason it was successful was because it had everything from everyone that you wanted to watch from the past, right? Like when Netflix first launched, you could get everything on there. There was Disney shit, there was ABC shit, there was Fox shit, you know, there was Sony, all the companies. Because there was nothing else. They were the only game in town, virtually, right? And so you could watch all the hit movies from the past. You know, the current movies were coming out. They would end up on Netflix. It wasn't even about original programming. It wasn't even a thing that anyone considered. Like, oh, I'm going to get Netflix for their original. No, like you were getting Netflix because like it had every movie. Like, oh, I want to watch Terminator. Netflix got it. I watch Alien. Netflix got it. I want to watch Peter Pan. Netflix got it. Right? Spider-Man. Netflix. Yep. Everything was on Netflix. When it broke up, and companies all thought they could just do it on their own. Oh, Disney could do our own Netflix, and we could do our own Sony Netflix and our own HBO Netflix. And like, that's why Netflix is falling off, and no one wants to buy it anymore. That's what now Xbox Game Pass tried the same thing, but in reverse because they went, we're gonna have all the Xbox shit only, and you're like, that's only like a third of the market. Like if you had Nintendo games on there and Sony games and Xbox games, it might have been something, right? Like if you could somehow get the license to old shit, it might be worth it.
Right.
But they couldn't and they didn't. And so it was never going to be the Netflix of gaming. It just couldn't. So what they should have did, again, Xbox doesn't have a big, strong first party. So they shouldn't even have attempted this. Nintendo has and always will have the strongest first-party games of the major consoles, right? I don't think anyone could argue that Nintendo first-party
No.
over all the other ones, right? Just because Nintendo's always been exclusive, right? Like eventually God of War ends up on PC, right? You get Xbox games end up on fucking Sony. Like there's like so few true exclusives to Sony and Xbox, whereas Nintendo, it's all exclusive. So when they go, hey, Nintendo Online, you can get all of our games from the past, these exclusive games and blah blah blah. Like that's a great fucking deal, right? When Xbox does it, you kind of go, I guess if you're a brokey.
You're brokey, bud.
Yeah, Grumpy says there's no first-party gaming tighter than Nintendo's exclusive, period.
True. So I'm still holding on to my Switch 2. Well, not mine.
Because it's going to kill you.
Yeah,
It's yours
right.
now, right? If you have it for more than 30 days, it becomes yours.
Yeah, right.
Layden was also critical of the impact that launching a game into a subscription service had on its developers, with titles simply becoming content for the subscriptions catalog. Now, here's what Xbox should have done, right? And again, I'm playing Monday Night Quarterback. I'm like fucking, coaching from the couch, as they say, right? Like, but if I was in charge of Xbox, I would have said, hey, we need to set up an in-house division that's going to crank out, like, I'm going to say cheap, but I don't mean it cheap like not good. I mean cheap like inexpensive, right? Like a bunch of inexpensive exclusive games, right? Like all your 2D sprite-based stuff, like all your simple things, right? Like we don't need like these huge, 5-year development cycle games at $100 million fucking cost, right? No, like make it real simple. Like I'm gonna give you, here's $100,000, whip up a fucking 2D beat 'em up that we could put up, like the Xbox arcade type shit, right? That
You know what that was
just
called,
fill it
Tony?
up.
You know what that was called? Killer Instinct. That's what it was.
Yeah.
They had Rare under their thumb, but well, they couldn't keep it as an exclusive anymore. It's all over Steam now.
Why do that when Xbox have indies on their side, Lamau? But they really don't, because all those indies, there's no like really exclusive indies. That's what I'm saying. Like you needed to make like some in-house cheap exclusives that were going to be on subscription. That's why I say inexpensive, right? Let me stop saying cheap because it sounds bad. Like inexpensive games that you could pump out to fill up the library. That again, it's your stuff, right? So you don't have to worry about cutting deals with people and like these things ever leaving. Like these would be permanent, right? Like permanent Game Pass games that from day one till the Xbox fucking retires, right? These things will always be available on your Game Pass. You'll never have to worry about us pulling this from the subscription. Whereas other games, like they're on there for like a year or 6 months, and eventually, it comes off. You didn't play it yet. You didn't get around to playing that game. Oh, sorry, it's off of the Game Pass, because they do that on PlayStation Plus too, right? Like, well, the game will be on there. Like, then like, oh, the license ran out or the deal's over, right? So it's no longer on the PlayStation Plus or Game Pass. So like these would be permanent games that would be on there forever. That were again inexpensive to make. That you don't have to worry about developers. I have to pay them a nickel every time it gets downloaded. These are just in-house things that you own, but quality. And so like, these will be tempting enough for people. I get a whole bunch of 2D shooters, right? A whole bunch of beat 'em ups. A bunch of fun sort of like arcadey sports games, right? These are low risk games that people love to play, and I think it would get, especially older people. And as you can see, I know some people are probably thinking, what about those kids? What about those games, those Gen Zers? We'll get to that and why my strategy is a sound one. But let's continue. So I'm not a big supporter of the Netflix of gaming idea, Layden said. I think it is a danger. I mean, look what happened to music. In the popular mind, music costs nothing. Music should be free. Spotify, what is that? It's $15 a month or something, but virtually no one buys music anymore. While not an exact comparison, Layton is suggesting that the ubiquity of music via streaming catalogs has devalued individual releases. But while the music industry can adapt to make up revenue from live concerts, the same cannot be said for video games. something that makes day one game launches via subscription service bad for the business, in his opinion. The problem with gaming is all we have is launch. Layden continued. That's it. No one wants to pay money to come into the studio and watch people code. I don't know. Could you imagine doing tours, like watching like Sony Santa Monica, like coding the game? Then you could yell at them. You could heckle the coders. Would you pay for that, TJ? Like, stop putting gays in the game.
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
with that trans
You're
flag?
women.
Take that trans flag out.
You should feel ashamed.
Hey. Boo.
How
Just give me,
dare
tomatoes
you?
to throw. And now we're going by the HR department, just start throwing tomatoes at them.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I mean, that could be a thing. Put them in like cages, but like you throw beer bottles at them. So like, shh. You know, like one of those
Like dunk
fucking,
tanks.
yeah. Try to code now. Anyway,
NetherRealm
there's been
Studios especially deserve that. God damn.
now we're just dragging developers out into the streets and beating them.
100%. Yeah, Warner Brothers gaming division is the most dreadful shit. I don't know why people aren't calling them out. They're worse than EA.
There's been much debate recently over the profitability of Xbox Game Pass, which Microsoft itself has said makes money even when factoring in development costs of the games that launch within it and the lost sales of first-party games, which people no longer need to pay individually for. But Layden insisted the profitability of all of is not the real issue. Is Game Pass profitable? Is Game Pass not profitable? What does that mean? That's really not the right question to ask anyway, he said. You can do all kinds of financial jiggery pokery. Hibbity-jibbity is what he meant. For any sort of corporate service to make it look profitable if you wanted to. You take enough cost out and say that's off the balance sheet and, oh, look, it's profitable now. The real issue for me on things like Game Pass is it healthy for the developer? It's here that Layton described developers working to launch games within the subscription as essentially becoming a wage slave. They're not creating value, putting it in the marketplace, hoping it explodes in profit sharing and overages and all that nice stuff. It's just, you pay me X dollars an hour. I built you a game here. Go put it on your services. I don't think it's really inspiring for game developers. It says, regardless, Xbox Game Pass remains a huge profit driver for Microsoft, which said in June that the subscription service had reached a new annual record of nearly $5 billion in revenue for the first time, following the launches of Elder Scrolls, Oblivion Remastered, Doom: The Dark Ages, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I don't know. I think that, the Hollywood accounting, the moving things on a spreadsheet, I think he might have it in there. Jiggery pokery is the hibbity jibbity if you don't have the N-word pass.
Right.
Yeah. I think, again, not to beat a dead horse, but I've always said Game Pass was bad for the industry. It's going to hurt the industry. It's going to kill a lot of smaller studios. It's going to kill a lot of creativity. I'm surprised. There's going to become a time, right? I'm calling it now. I'm calling my shot. I'm up to the plate. I'm Babe Ruth. I'm pointing to the fucking outfield, right? Because right now, I'm telling you, there will become a time, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but in 6 months to a year, games will be launching on Game Pass in an alpha state. You'll be getting early access games on Game Pass. And then after their 6 months to a year, Game Pass is let up, then the full launch, the real game will then launch outside of the Game Pass. So you'll basically be paying for Game Pass to then game test games that are in an alpha state to only have to buy them later when they're in a finalized state. That's my prediction.
There are games like that already.
Wow.
Because, I mean, if you could just launch a game, because remember, they have games that are in alpha, they have games that launch, early access, but you still pay for it. But if they could get around that by going, hey, we'll charge Xbox. Xbox will pay us to put this early alpha build. We're not telling them it's early alpha, right? We're telling them it's finished. It's fine. Don't worry. It's all good. And you'll just come out with like a director's cut, after the Game Pass has ended, right? Oh, the finalized, the super gold version, right? That's the other thing that I really hate about gaming nowadays. Back in the gap, I go get Super Mario 3, boom, that's Super Mario 3. As much as I love DLC, I really hate that a lot of games that I want to buy, like when it comes to like Persona games and like Shin Megami Tensei and this Gaia and all that, like I always end up waiting a year because there's gonna be so much DLC. Then there's gonna be like a gold edition, an extended edition, a digital deluxe, right? And then eventually there's like the final super ultimate gold duper deluxe version that has everything, right? So what's up, Haunted Wisp? So I think they really need to stop that shit. It's gotten out of hand. Way out of hand. Example, No Man's Sky, Cyberpunk. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. This is from Vice, so you know you can trust it. Gen Z is cutting back on video game purchases, like really cutting back.
Brokies, bud.
It says the rug's not just being pulled out from under young people, it's being burned while they're still standing on it. Now, this is from Anna Valens, who's famously retarded, but we're going to read it anyway. Okay?
It's a familiar name.
Are you a Zoomer? Do you like video games? And does it feel like the economy reeks? Well, if you've been avoiding that Nintendo Switch 2 purchase, or if you're planning on skipping out on EA Sports College Football 26, you might not be alone. Apparently, spending on the gaming industry is bottoming out among Gen Z, at least according to the data from American research group Circana. Zoomer spending on games dropped by nearly a quarter, 25%. That's because we're taking all the gays out of games, and Zoomers are really upset about that, right, TJ? Because we're taking back the culture.
There you go. Yeah.
We said, no more trans in my games. We already won. Once Trump got elected, we won. That's it. It's over. We own the culture now.
But that's exactly been their struggle, though. That's exactly why they were trying to make the vote. They're trying to, be like hello fellow kids, And it didn't work.
For every black guy they put in the game, we're putting in 2 white guys. For every gay character, 4 straights. Okay. For every trans, we're making a bisexual character. That's a woman.
Miles Morales, we're making 10 Duke Nukems. Let's go.
Game recognizes game. I only buy $200 to $300 games a year. Other than that, everything is only bought on deep discounts. I don't need a Switch, says Eric. I use my cousin's. It's regular TJ in the chat there. It says, in a June 24th report from the Wall Street Journal, Circana found both online and retail purchases among ages 18 to 24 dropped by 13% from January to April compared to the year prior. In particular, Circana found that young Zoomers were spending nearly 25% less per week on video games than in 2024. While purchases for accessories, small appliances, technology, and total general merchandise had all dropped with the young adults, video gaming took the lead in Circana data. The drop-off was enormous for 18 to 24-year-old gamers, as data on other age groups revealed a minor single-digit decline well under 5%. So, again, this is reminding me a lot of comic books, right? Where the younger generation stopped buying less, and it was the older generation that was still buying them. And is that going to lead to do we think there's going to be a market crash? Or do you think we're all, we're a bunch of chicken littles. No. We're all just skies falling.
No, what's going to happen is AA games are going to thrive. That's about it. AAA games are go down the shitter. Don't stay the way they are.
I mean, I can see that.
32 shit is a AA game, right?
Yeah. But here's the problem, right? Again, if the younger generation is buying less games, and the older generation is keeping the industry afloat, eventually we will die. Okay.
Yeah.
I buy a shit ton of games, but eventually I will die. And if there's no young gamer to replace me, right? We've talked about this with comic books, right? Like right now, if there was a virus that just wiped out everyone that was 40 years and older, we all died just tomorrow. Just woke up, we're all dead. The hit on the video game industry would be so great that I don't think they would be able to recover from it, right? because the younger kids are not buying games at the same rate. They're not spending the money. The 18 to 24-year-olds are opting out of buying video games or spending money on video games at all, whether it's in-app purchases, digital games, whatever, right? And that's going to hurt the industry overall.
Yep.
And that's the same thing that's happening with comics, right? Like old people are still buying comics, sure, but the young people, the younger generation isn't. And so every year, as more people age out of the comic book industry, as far as readership goes, there's no one to replace them.
The younger kids already have Minecraft and all the action platformers and shit. They're happy. They're not gonna play anything else. Like all these over expensive AAA games, they're not giving a shit. The kids they're not buying them.
Yeah, but it's not just the AAA games. Like I understand what you're trying to say, but the spending is going down. It's not they're not pointing to anything definitive yet. Like, oh, they've bought less AAA games, but they spend a bunch on Roblox, so they bought less Roblox. Like, we don't know what it is that they're spending on. That data hasn't been revealed yet, and it could very well that they're still buying AAA games, just less of them. Right? Maybe they're just less appealed. I don't know.
You need a new generation of gooners.
Yeah, maybe there's not enough gooning games going on. Got to get into a Discord, fire up some good gooning
Even
games.
the gooning shit won't last long because they're all microtransaction ridden anyway. Nobody's buying that.
How are you going to spend money if you don't have any? That's a good point, 56K.
Exactly.
Right. So, speaking of gooning, you're talking about gooning, right? Like Sturgis talks about gooning, you were talking about gooning. Apparently, I thought that gooning was just jerking off, right? That's because I'm not hip with the kids like that. I just thought, but apparently it's not. Apparently, gooning is not just jerking off. Apparently,
explain.
I know. I was watching a video. It was like why gooning is destroying America's youth. And I was like, oh, let me watch this, right? Like it popped up in my feed. Let me watch it. So apparently, gooning is edging repeatedly until you hit a state of nirvana from over edging. Like you get yourself to the precipice of ejaculation, then stop repeatedly until you've ascended.
Sounds like my marriage.
To another level of enlightenment. I know, like everyone's like shocked, guys. I was as shocked as you. I was like, "What? That's it? That doesn't sound like it's." Yeah, and they're talking about like apparently there was like a subreddit called like Goon Cave, where like people were showing their like setups. It was like 14 monitors playing pornography 24/7, and they were just like,
"Ugh."
Yeah,
that's gross.
So it's like that. See, Malik's like that is correct. It's crazy. Like I've never like. Just like one monitor, like one, like I'm used to. I'm an old guy who remembers like watching like scrambled pornography. Like, oh my god, like when the porn channels existed,
right.
But you couldn't get them, and they're just scrambled, and you're just like, I think I seen a tit. No, that's an elbow, right? Oh shit, that's her knee, right? Like, but it's crazy. Like, I don't think I had. That's got to be like there's got to be a discipline, right, to get to the edge and then stop. I don't think
Bruce Lee masturbating.
Yeah, we're at a whole new level of desire and lust. I don't know if it's desire and lust. I think it's just sadness,
perversion,
right? Overstimulation. I think that's what it is.
You go. That's a good.
Because again, like when we were little, like when I'm 44, right? When I was young, there wasn't a lot of like tits and ass, right? Like now, like everyone's talking about sex, tits, and asses everywhere. Like by the time you hit puberty, you done seen so much fucking that like just normal fucking is just like boring to you. Like, oh, that's not exciting, right? Like me, I'm 44. Right. I see a tit, I'm still like, oh my god, that's a titty, right? Like other people are just like 18-year-olds are like tits. I see tits every fucking second. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, look at all these tits on my phone. Like, to me, tits are still special, but to those guys, that's like.
They always
like
will
level
be.
1, buddy. Yeah, because we're old. we're from the generation where tits were being hoarded, right? Like there was like women were like dragons with their treasure chest of golds and stuff, right? Like that when it came to tits, like you can't have our tits; these are our titties. Like we had to like trick the dragon to get the tits, right? Now,
well, yeah,
you just go on to Instagram, you're like tit ass ass tit. It's like crazy. So I think that is ruined.
Yeah, hide our playboys in the woods.
Yeah, I had to find mine on the train tracks. Malik says I'm 28 and it still excites me. Yeah, exactly. We all remember that scene from Under Siege. We're almost having a real life OF fatigue. Could you imagine that? Could you talk about superhero fatigue? Could you imagine like a world where like everyone's just tired of sex? Like everyone just like covering up just because like we don't want to see, like, oh man, I'm done with titties. Like I don't want to see them anymore.
Hey lady, put your clothes back on.
Yeah.
God,
Dominique says, showing hand. Look at all that hand she's showing. And Malik says, never. I don't know. I think we might get there. All right. Anyway, I don't know how we got there, but back to the article.
Back to titties.
Reporter Rachel Wolf concluded that contributing factors to drop spending included a difficult job market, student loans, and a particularly high credit card delinquency rate among those 18 to 29. I mean, I think the student loans are really hitting them. You know, when Trump said, "Hey, we're no longer forgiving those.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you know those loans you took out? You gotta pay those back, buddy."
That must be a factor, yeah.
A world that is tired of sex. So what is this? Planet Marriage?
Gooning fatigue, bud.
This group is struggling more than other cohorts. An economist with Wells Fargo told Wall Street Journal, since younger consumers are not only spending less today, but also probably saving less, that could dent their ability to build wealth in the future. Do you think maybe they're spending all their money on OnlyFans? That's what it is?
Could be.
Matt Piscatella, an executive director and video game industry analyst with Circana, shared some insight in a thread on Blue Sky. Overall, purchasing by 18 to 24-year-olds has plummeted, especially when compared to other age groups. The rug's not just being pulled out from under young people, it's being burned while they're still standing on it. Here's what they're spending. Down 25%. Video games, accessories, small appliances, prestige, beauty, apparel, sports equipment. Spending less money. As Wolf's report notes, young consumers are expected to spend heavily in the entertainment sector, given college students and recent grads traditionally have low financial responsibilities. But if Gen Z's young adults can't spend on gaming, that isn't a promising sign for the industry's future. 18 to 24-year-olds who are strapped for cash today may be strapped for cash tomorrow. If so, the wealth gap between Zoomers and millennials could simply increase over time. And as some millennials cut back on gaming to fund life responsibilities, like family care or repairing a house, Zoomers might not be able to replenish those lost income left behind from the youngest millennial consumers. You know what that sounds like to me? Toy?
What?
Sounds like to me that some 18 to 24-year-old ladies are going to be looking for some rich millennial guys like us, buddy. Sounds like we're going to have to step up.
I'm Gen X.
Yeah.
No. All right. Forget you. They don't watch you. You're too old. Me and TJ, we're out there.
Yeah. Fuck you, millennials, bastards. I missed out. I yell at clouds.
Dickinson says, joke your dick till it don't work. I need my 4 monitor plus TV setup back. Dominic says melons, peach, and I think that's a hand. As long as you're not showing any feet, lady, that's all I care about.
We really need the Vampire Masquerade too. I don't know why that didn't happen yet.
Because it's gay. Alcohol consumption is also done. Yeah, they're not drinking anymore. Apparently, I also see, like, I'm not in college. I'm not hip with the college kids. But apparently, they started making something called the Borg, where they just pour a bunch of liquor into, like, milk jugs, essentially. It's like because they don't want to go to parties where their drinks might get spiked and stuff. So they mix a whole bunch of like liquors and juices and stuff in like a big jug and just take it to parties with them and drink out of it.
That's why Sturgis only buys 6-packs. It all makes sense now.
It's like a
Sturgis
potluck.
only likes to pregame.
I only pregame on Thursdays. All right. Speaking of Sturgis, that's a good segue for our next topic here. Because apparently there's a rumor Chris Hansen is planning a documentary on Roblox.
Oh shit. He's pulling up.
Roblox. Have a seat. Chris Hansen, the TV host most known for his work on the show To Catch a Predator, is reportedly planning to create a documentary about Roblox, a video game platform mainly geared towards children. In the gaming community, the incredibly successful Roblox has gained a reputation as also being a predator hunting ground. It has increasingly become the focus of watchdog groups and activists who feel that it no longer provides a safe environment for children to hang out. I don't think it's ever provided a safe environment for children to hang out. Anywhere that there's children, there's going to be fucking predators, right? And
right, unfortunately.
And the idea, like at least like when you go, there's a park, right? Like you could see predators. You go, hey, crazy old man, get out of those bushes and looking at those children, right? Like, but on like video games and online shit, you can't because you don't know who's on the other side of the screen, right? You don't know if that's a 13-year-old boy or a fucking chomo. So it's easier for them to hide in plain sight. So the idea that you thought that this was going to be like, this was a great idea. Like, there's no way that children are going to get groomed. Buddy.
It's like when a near 40-year-old has a PFP that looks like a twink. It's that fucking weird shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure there was like predator hunters that just got like they're getting sued or something, right? By Roblox. Yeah. And it wasn't like, okay, I hate to bring this up because I hate Vito, but wasn't Vito like defending Roblox for like going after the predator hunters or something?
Oh no.
I don't know.
Vito and his insane takes.
That'd be a bad look.
I'm pretty sure he was on Twitter, like, because someone had brought it up and he said something about, yeah, they deserve to get like sued or something. I gotta look up the tweet.
Would know. Confirm, please. But it's just like the last time. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because he was defending that one OF chick who was grooming a kid. That happened.
What OF chick?
You don't remember? Or was it a streamer? I forgot. Anyway, yeah.
I think it was a streamer. I don't think it was an OF chick.
Yeah. Streamer, yeah.
Let me see. Hold on. Because I know he had it.
Grumpy's confirming.
I know they mentioned something on Biggest Problem. I'm trying to look for the tweet exactly. Because
Stray Beans is saying he repeatedly had that take on Biggest Problem.
I was only half listening to it. When he's on Biggest Problem, it's like sometimes I'm like, he might be like being contrarian. It's for the show. But like on Twitter, that's Vito. Like True. That's him.
Yeah, that's him. That's true self. Fighting on the internet.
That's
like because on Biggest Problem, he's putting on a show on Biggest Problem. Like there's no reason for him to be retarded on Twitter. That's just him being himself. It's just normal Vito. Okay, here it is. So this is one tweet. We don't do drama, but this is related, right? So Attorney General Liz Murrill says, "Why is this on Roblox? Kidnapper story. It's about kidnapping kids in a candy van and steal a girl escape from Planet Studio. The idea that this somehow leads to children being victimized is silly." Is it?
I love that voice.
Why would you say that?
Yeah. Vito, are you retarded? Like exposing children to making a game out of being kidnapped by crazy adults, they will not be weary of crazy adults. Like, oh, look at this van. It's like the candy van from that game we play in Roblox. Oh no, why am I being pushed into the back of this van by this weird creepy guy?
Why is he wearing a bluey shirt?
Yeah. Do you not understand how grooming works? Grooming works by showing children things and then slowly incorporating it and making it normalized. Normalizing weird shit. But not for Vito. Vito's like, nah, that's fine. Let kids
But
see
then
the
again,
weird
he always
shit.
wants to normalize weird shit.
Yeah.
That's Vito.
You know, you try to defend them. You try to like say, hey, it's fine. I swear to God. I'm going through his timeline right now. There's like even more fucking tweets. All right, so this is Drama Alert. Drama Alert on Twitter says, is Roblox okay? Maps equals minor attracted people. This says selling for maps 1. Right? So that's the account.
For the selling for maps account, well, I did the crazy thing. I don't know if I was stupid. Maybe I am an actual idiot. I tried reporting this profile. I reported it saying, yo, Roblox maps, this is a dog whistle for predators, and the bio is in Morse code soliciting photos. And I'm just going to refresh the page in case you don't believe me, but nothing happened to their profile, even though their username is clearly bad. And I'm pointing out their username because Roblox, what they're doing right now is they are moderating users with hashtag free schlep in their display name. If you put free schlep in your display name on Roblox, you will get punished. Roblox will punish hashtag free schlep, but not selling for maps 1. For the selling.
Amazing.
So, what do you think Vito has to say about this? Do you think Vito says, wow, that's horrible. They should definitely report this account, and this account definitely should be taken down from Roblox, right?
Is he going to say this is fine?
Well, Vito says, 0 connections, 0 followers. How horrifying.
Oh, wow.
Are you fucking retarded? This person has an account. The Morse code translates to, I will fucking solicit you CP, right? Oh, well, no one's actually following this account. Are you dumb? Are you retarded? Do you think that maybe they just, they could take that account? Look, this guy has the account.
For maps,
right? And it has a fucking Roblox little tab. You don't think that maybe they could just save this on a tab somewhere instead of having to follow it because they don't want to be caught by Roblox and the other pedo hunters following this account, right? Vito always errs on the side of, nah, it's okay. Instead of erring on the side of, yeah, we should probably take this down just to be safe, right? He goes, fuck it. All right, who cares? A couple kids get molested. No one cares. DJ, Toy. How do you?
Yes.
I'm trying to wrap my mind. Like, how do you see that and go, I should comment on that, right? Like even let's say for the sake of argument, right? Yeah. Like for the sake of argument, Vito's correct. Vito's 100% correct. It is not necessary for you to reply to fucking Drama Alert this bullshit. 14,000 people saw your fucking tweet, Vito. And they went, yeah, that guy's a weirdo.
He can't help
I'm
himself.
No longer going to give my money.
That's the real problem right there. He can't help himself.
But why? Why?
He's got to take a controversial. He's got to take a controversial stand and get some attention.
Yeah, that's
he likes the attention. I mean, it's not something I would want in my life, but for Vito, that's that external locus of approval, attention that he likes.
Or maybe he just wants to pick more fights with people by saying that.
But he could pick just as many fights by picking the other side. If he agreed with Keemstar, he'd still get people to play with him.
It's
It's like
true.
he wants to fight about like the worst shit possible. Like he wants to like the losing side. He sees a side that's just losing, and he goes, I'm gonna stand up for those guys. Those damn pedos are getting pushed around way too much. I need to assert my my solidarity.
Don't white knight for the maps. Just don't do that.
It is
just another guy gets it.
Vito always got to be the contrarian on any pedo gender conversation.
Yep.
Genre. Yeah. But I don't understand why. Like, I don't want to call him a pedo. I don't want to be like, oh, he's a pedo. But man, Vito, you're making it so hard for people to like defend you, right? And when I say defend you, I mean just like watching Biggest Problem and like, oh yeah, that one guy. I like the guy on the left, Dick. He's great, but like the other guy, yeah, I don't really. I'm not really paying attention to that guy.
He'll join the slums. Watch, just watch. That's next.
Yeah. There is a clip from Katie that Monday. We got to go over this clip from Katie because it is. All right. So in the past, predators have successfully used Roblox to target potential child victims. According to a July 2024 report by Bloomberg, U.S. police had arrested around 24 people, quote, accused of abducting or abusing victims they'd met or groomed. Remember that tweet, Vito? Oh, the horror that these children are playing a game about being groomed by predators. Yeah, because that's how they get you. Hey, wasn't it real fun playing that game, kids? Let's play the real life version. I'll come over with my white van later. And then these like idiot 5-year-olds go, yeah, that sounds like fun. And then they end up on the fucking news. And you're okay with this, Vito?
There's a reason why this caught Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
Getting out of
Recently, the family of a 13-year-old girl filed a lawsuit against the developer after she was abducted by a 37-year-old man she met in the game. And the state of Louisiana filed a lawsuit against Roblox in a separate case on August 14th. In steps Schlepp, a YouTuber who became known for exposing predators on a platform and whose videos led to 6 arrests until Roblox issued a cease and desist and banned him. The developer seemingly protecting predators and punishing those seeking to drag them into the light resulted in a petition to oust Roblox Corporation CEO David Baszucki from the company. And the growing controversy has also possibly caught the attention of To Catch a Predator's Chris Hansen himself. I was wondering when we were eventually going to get back to this article. Who has reportedly contacted Schlepp and is planning a documentary about Roblox's child predator problem. So remember, Roblox will ban you for saying free Schlepp, which is the pedo catcher, the pedo hunter. If true, in the opinion of many, the potential call to account would be long overdue. Despite the controversies, Roblox stock value has continued to rise, which is incredibly frustrating for child safety advocates who think that Roblox Corp isn't doing nearly enough to protect its young player base. Well, all those pedos with the money, like the Epsteins, they're investing in their Roblox. Part of the problem, says Bloomberg, is a lack of sufficient moderation. With more than 80 million active daily users, of which 40% are preteen, Roblox has around only 3,000 moderators. In the opinion of others, David Baszucki is also contributing to the problem. More than once in the past, and as recently as July 2025, the CEO has declared his intention to add a dating feature to Roblox one day.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's
someone
weird.
needs to like check his hard drive. Chris Hansen, you need to have him have a seat. Though its purpose would be to help loneliness and bring connection, this plan seems to completely ignore the predator elephant lurking in the room. And Baszucki's response to criticism: if you're not comfortable, don't let your kids be on Roblox. It seems unconcerned about the very real issue. Add to that the fact that many parents are unaware of the dangers of Roblox or what their kids are even doing on there. Well, that's a topic for another day.
We got a super chat.
John Wong, Vito, patron saint and martyr for sus irredeemables. I hate to say that you're correct, but if the shoe fits, you know.
Fuck them hoe ass roads, man.
The CEO is just herding the PDFs into a new field, Lamal. This is criminal and creepy. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, dating app on Roblox. Whoa. Weird.
There's no way. There's like I'm trying to wrap my mind around how someone can go, hey, there's a bunch of predators on that game that your company owns, and you to go, yeah, but don't worry, we're gonna have a dating app soon. Like
Not the answer people are looking for.
yeah, like, sir, did you hear yourself? Do you understand the issue that we're going over here? All right. We got one more.
We're trying to make it easier.
Now, we lost TJ, but don't worry, because we got one more article. I know you guys love us reading. We're always with the reading here. Where is it at? All right. TJ, we got to get in on this. A study uncovers dark market making millions from video game cheats. Cheats can cost between $10 and $240 a month. Very lucrative underground scene. Researchers from the University of Birmingham and Warwick in the United Kingdom estimate that roughly 80 websites selling cheats for online video games generate between 12 million and 73 million annually. What are we doing, man?
Yeah, what are we doing here, bud?
Why are we selling cheating software? Although some cheats can bypass robust and often unpopular anti-cheating software, these tend to be more expensive. Battlefield 6 open beta players on PC have encountered cheaters despite the game's controversial requirement that users enable Windows Secure Boot. While the situation might make strict anti-cheat solutions seem ineffective, recent research suggests that they still help by increasing the cost of cheating. So what they're saying is you could put no anti-cheat stuff in your game and let them run wild, or make everyone else's computers run slower because you're putting all kind of anti-cheat stuff in there, and then slightly inconveniencing those people who want to cheat anyway by making them pay a little bit more for, at this point, EA should just like have their own cheating website where they just sell their own like cheats to get around their own fucking anti-cheat stuff, right?
Sure, why not?
I said that, and then my mind went, could you imagine if they actually are doing that? Like, EA's like selling cheats for like their competitors' games, and like Riot selling cheats for like EA shit. Do you think that's happening?
Blew your own mind.
Because that would be a way to like undermine, like, oh shit, we got to undermine Call of Duty. I know. Open up a website that's selling all the cheats for Call of Duty.
So shit. It's ruining business right there.
The best part about these cheats, they are DRM protected. They know who are using them. We got in the wrong business. Yeah.
See, they have their own student of gods doing this shit. I'm telling you.
The researchers analyzed public forums for engine owning, Sky Cheats, and numerous other cheat storefronts. They found that between 30,000 and 174,000 customers pay between $10 and $240 per month for software that gives them unfair advantage in games such as Fortnite, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six, Counter-Strike, Team Fortress, Escape from Tarkov, and other popular titles. If there's that many people cheating, it's almost like you have to cheat to keep up with the Joneses, right? At this point?
Yes. That says something about the game itself.
I mean, this is like the steroid Olympics, right? They should just be like, hey, there's regular Olympics, and there's like, here's the one where you can just, all the cheats, all the steroids, right? They do.
There you go.
Man. Engine owning is the most popular, receiving around 500,000 visitors each month, likely because it offers some of the cheapest cheats, priced between $10 and $20. Notably, the difficulty of circumventing a game's anti-cheat protection has more influence on the cheat's price than the game's popularity. This data may support the use of the strictest anti-cheat measures in upcoming titles such as Battlefront 6 and the Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Both games will require Windows Secure Boot, and Black Ops 7 will also require TPM 2.0. These methods check for anomalies upon system startup, effectively serving as kernel-level anti-cheat. Those are a lot of words that I know, just not used together in that sort of sentence.
Jesus Christ. I just want to play a game, goddammit. All this shit they have to...
Pretty soon, they're just going to like send a guy to your house that like randomly checks on you while you're playing. And he's just like, I need to see your computer. Could you open it up?
Yeah.
Just SWAT teams busting in. Show me your files. All right, he's clean. This one's
FBI,
clean,
open up.
No, they ain't gonna say open up. They're just gonna bust in because if they say open up, you can disable it. Some players oppose kernel-level anti-cheat because granting any program access to the deepest layer of a PC's operating system significantly increases the risk to users if the software is compromised or if developers make an error. The recent CrowdStrike disaster, which prompted Microsoft to reconsider allowing kernel-level security, is a notable example. Confirmed cheats are already working in Battlefield 6. Let's what do these look like? Okay, so I'm assuming like seeing these things.
Yeah, you can see everybody. Yeah.
Okay. I was confused for a second. I was like, wait a minute, that's what the cheating is. Okay. You know what? Why don't you just make the game then? Like, figure out what everyone's using to cheat, and then just make the next Call of Duty. Like, everyone can see everybody at all times. There you go.
Make it have the mechanic.
Yeah, it's now in the game. It's part of the game.
It's like a special ability. You call a satellite and figure everything out.
No special ability. Just everyone has it at all times because anything that you program that's going to give you an advantage temporarily, they can cheat in permanently, right? So then just make everything permanent. True. Unlimited bullets for everybody. Everyone's one-hit kill. Everyone can see everyone. Just it's a madhouse. In the words of Steve Davis, it's a madhouse in there. Because at that point, like, fuck it, right? Just go all in. With Battlefield, you not only deal with cheats, but bad admins. Badmins. This is also why I play my PS2 and Nintendo DS to this day. No worries about any of this online stuff. Well, this is why I don't like online stuff to begin with. I don't want to deal with cheaters, and I don't want to deal with other people.
Right.
Also, what's up with this rat? Am I the only one seeing the rat?
It's an overlay, I think.
Okay, I'm like confused. Is that part of the cheating? Like, you have to see this weird rat?
Must be, yeah, the game engine. Yeah, the cheat engine.
Or maybe the game's just haunted like Five Nights at Freddy's. It's really confused. Although even kernel-level anti-cheat cannot completely eliminate cheating, Battlefield publisher EA still considers it worthwhile. Players began sharing footage of cheating almost immediately after the open beta launch, but EA reported catching around 330,000. 330,000 people were caught. These are the ones that were caught, though. So you have to like triple that number. There was almost 1 million people probably cheating, detecting tens of thousands daily. Good Lord. Like I've never thought of competing or cheating in an online game, right? Like it's not worth it. Like what do you get out of it? Like, okay, you cheat
something else at that point. Like, if the game is really that unplayable, right?
No, but I'm saying like let's say like I cheat in the game, right? I cheat in Battlefield and I win. I don't feel good. Like how does that make you feel good? Like you cheated. It's like winning against bots. You're like, yay, I did it. with an unfair advantage, right? It's like beating up a toddler.
Stolen
Yeah,
valor.
exactly. Let's play boomer shooters at that point.
Stolen valor. The company says it never intended the secure boot requirements to be a cure-all, and recent research suggests that it still may curb stomp cheating by making it more costly. No, I don't think so. Now, if you're going to cheat, you're going to cheat. That's just it. Like, do you think that they care about? Like, this is so crazy.
Douglas Dauntless saying that people make bets, so maybe that's an incentive.
Yeah, but even then, like, if they catch you, like if they caught you that you were cheating, that you made a bet, like obviously it's not like a $5 bet. You're making $10,000 bet on a game, and then they catch you that you cheated. Those are probably people that are gonna fucking break your legs at the minimum, right?
Right. Yeah.
I swear to God, if I made like a $10,000 bet with somebody and I found out he was cheating, that guy's legs are broken. It's just for the win. They have no sense of self-respect. And at that point, forget the cheating. Just go in, like, forget cheating. Guys, I'm going to sell you a program that you put it on your computer, right? And it automatically just makes you look like you won a bunch of games. Like, your profile just show like 1,000 wins. Then you can just look, guys, look all these wins I got. Then you don't have to play the game. You have to cheat.
There you go.
Just gives you the wins, right? That's what you want. If that's all you want is the wins, so there you go. Just automatically gives you the wins. Yeah. All the W's go in there. Your K to D ratio be fucking phenomenal, right? The cheater catching thing is a grift. Is it? All right. Speaking of a game that I don't think no one's going to want to cheat at. Have you seen Neo Berlin 2087?
Oh, shit.
Look at those fucking graphics.
Oh, God. They can see her pores. Super HD.
Did you know that black holes are extremely dense
Oh, shit.
objects?
It's Megan Fox.
Strong gravitational force that nothing can escape them. Not even light. It was nice meeting you.
Yeah, likewise.
Is that Sargon? Hold up.
Yeah.
Look like a young fucking
Carl
Sargon
Benjamin
guy.
over here.
Yeah, look at that. That's young Carl Benjamin. He looked at her. He's like, I wouldn't even rape you. Good day, man.
Jesus.
That's what he said. He told that prime
He
that
literally
prime
said
minister
that.
lady.
Yeah.
He's like, lady, I wouldn't even rape you. And she's like, what? And that's how he got. He was running for like office, for political
Yeah, he
office,
was running
and he
for
told
office.
someone else on Twitter, I wouldn't even rape you. And everyone went, are you retarded? But you don't
Somehow
understand.
I thought it was a W.
I got a bunch of likes on Twitter and a bunch of people high-fived me. Yeah, but you lost the race, you idiot. You lost all credibility with normal people, you fucking retard. John Wong for 5 Australian. He says, what happens when AI wingman software becomes available? A robot that physically plays the game for you with AI 360 scope, God level skills.
Yeah, that's
oh,
next.
okay. You confused me with that statement when you said AI wingman, because I thought you were talking about like AI helping you like get dates.
Dating?
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
like,
That
oh,
actually
shit.
happened too. You never know. Yeah. They'll use the AI to catfish some women. Yeah.
I wasn't talking about catfishing. I was like, you get the robot to like get the fat friend. Like, hey, buddy, I'm gonna go pick up that hot chick. You go take it. Your
He
fat friend.
lands
The
on the
robot's
grenade.
like, yeah. The robot's all mad. Not again. Shut up, robot. That's what you were built for. Fucking
Why
fat
do
chicks.
I always take the grenade? That's wonderful. You have 13 cats.
I want Bob Dylan up on stage. Who the fuck are you?
Oh God, them graphics. Yeah. Not today, Snow Devil. Not today. I ain't even got it at 1080p. Let's put that bad boy at 1080p.
You ever wonder if we're the ones pulling the strings? Or just living inside someone else's dream? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh shit, that's like Morpheus, but like Generic Morpheus.
or just living inside someone else.
I got Morpheus at home.
Yeah. Do you want
It's a
the
bit
red
like
pill?
Dwayne Johnson too.
Do you want the purple pill or the green pill? We ran out of blue and red.
His dream. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Even if this is a simulation, the pain still feels real.
Neo Berlin. What do I really know about it? She's like you. She needs your help.
I followed every thread, reconstructed memories. None of it fits.
I never asked for this. Deus Ex, but boomer shooter. I'm in.
You know, I tried playing Cyberpunk. I think I got like an hour and a half into the game, and I just kind of got bored. Like,
It's too on rails for me. I tried. Yeah.
But it wasn't even on rails. It was just like boring. He's like, oh, like I'm not like impressed. Like, oh my god, it's a future dystopian city. It's just like, oh, can I get to like play the game more? Oh, talking and there's a what was in the box? Oh, it was an iguana in the box. Oh, that you made me waste my time for that. That's great. Then like right at the beginning when the guy had the big like minigun.
Yep.
They're like, go through the side room, and I was like, fuck that. I just shot the guy like the other room, like.
My favorite part is Adam Smasher. You see, he's a giant menace in the TV show on Netflix. But you beat him in 2 seconds in the video game. Good job.
Cyberpunk was promised to be third person. I'm tired of first person. Yeah.
That could have helped a little bit.
You just have to be into the game, into the genre. I guess.
That's the thing, though. I am into the genre, and I didn't enjoy it.
I can be into the genre. I just like some certain games, like you gotta hold on. Just like with comic books and movies and stuff, like when it comes to action stuff, you need to get me into the action first. Hit me with the action,
yes,
and then start with the slow story. You know, the world building stuff.
Maximum.
Throw me in the shit, right?
Maximum Overdrive is the best thing. It's a boomer shooter with the cyberpunk aesthetic.
Well, that's why Sleeping Dragons is so good, because Sleeping Dragons starts with you're in the shit and you're like boom boom fighting guys, jumping over shit, sliding, and then it then it goes, okay, here's the story now. Here's what's going on. You go, okay, you know, you had a nice action piece, you slow down, you get the story, then you go back into the action shit. Like starting the slow story part first, like, oh, I'm in a car driving, oh, I'm in this town. Like, that's not like, oh, look, the guy's being mean to me because he's a mean sheriff. He's being mean to me because I'm the outsider inside the town. It's like, oh, I don't give a fuck. Clicking menus and shit. Like, it was just so boring. Like, the beginning of it was so boring. It dragged. And when I finally got to shoot stuff, it was like too late. It was like, oh man.
I need to be playing something else.
You think you're solving the case. This is so much bigger. What if the case is you?
Glory kills. Let's go.
Look at
that.
The world only works with order.
Shooting planes too? Okay.
Chaos breaks out. It's out of balance and we must restore it. Do you understand that, Nolan?
Yes.
So Grumpy, this has third person, so you should be happy with this.
Look at that, vampires too.
Oh shit.
Or zombies, I don't know, one of the two. It's either vampires or zombies.
Nolan, what have you done?
I'm in. Is this Max Payne? No, it's not Max Payne. Java.
We need more Max Payne games. So this is the runner-up. So.
This is like Max Payne at home. So I think it's a winner. I think those are two good games. We've seen the Baki game. We've seen that one. Anything else we got to talk about? Like, it's so hard now with doing the Sunday show, which is comic books. It's like can't really talk comic book news now, right? So
Yeah.
anything else?
I know what you mean.
Any other?
Nope.
All right, I guess we'll just go to the Ask Us Anything, then we'll get out of here. It'll be a nice early show. I like that. Everyone can enjoy their Saturday away from me. We can all go gooning. Everyone jump into the Discord afterward. We're all going to goon together, as we always do. All right. Let's see if we all follow the rules. Cosmic Vader says, how much gooning can a Sturgis goon if a Sturgis goon could goon? Ooh. A quart of cum?
On a weekly basis? I don't know.
Weekly basis, bud. I think he's going to enlighten. He's going to enter Goonvana. Right? He's going to be enlightened. And he's going to realize how bad Eric July's comic is. He's like, no! Can you name 3 things you like about Rippaverse, or at least think they are doing well at? The paper quality is so good. Have you seen the paper quality of the Rippaverse books?
Shipping's top notch.
Top notch shipping. They have those mailers down packed. They're doing well. Not really like. Maybe at the beginning there was some hype. There was some things that it was doing well, but like everything is like, you know, they were doing trailers and building up hype, and then that just stopped. They were
right.
You know, talking about the stuff, then that just stopped. Like, I don't know what are they doing well. I can't even. Like I said, it's got good paper quality. The hero stash is decent idea, I guess. Like being able to combine shipping.
Right. That's handy.
It's handy, but at the same time, it's not like it's not convenient because you want to read these things, right? Like there's going to become a point where you need to have your books every week or every month, right? Like you're not going to be able to wait. At least I think that's the goal. Like again, like they were doing it and they were saying like we're gonna have a book a month, and then like that's still hasn't happened and it still hasn't manifested in any sort of tangible way, right? Like so, I don't know. What are they doing good? Paying all of his friends, I think that's good to take care of your friends and family. So he's doing that well. Yeah. So paper quality. Shipping mailers and taking care of his friends. He's doing that great. Those are fantastic. Hamilton says, realistically, how much longer can the Rippaverse drag on being before Eric calls it quits?
I mean, if he's willing to reduce his staff, he could really drag it out, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like
as long
everyone
as he's making...
Go ahead.
If he's making $100,000 a book, you know, he could, you know, just down to a handful of people, he could do it for a while.
Yeah, see, this is one of those things where I go, right now, if nothing changes, right? As long as nothing changes, I think he's got 2 years before the bottom falls out completely. However, we know that it's not a static business, right? He can reduce people. He can re-release other products. He can reduce merchandise.
Yeah.
Now, there's various things that he can do. He can take out loans, right? Like He can. I know he says he doesn't get investors, but he could eventually get investors. So there's so many things that he can do to keep the business going. Like as long as he doesn't admit defeat, as long as he's refusing to give up or refusing to leave the comic book industry, he could be here for a long time, right?
It's like Larry Higgins, same story.
Yeah, I mean, Larry's still 10 years in the industry. He's not making any money, but he's still, technically part of the comic book industry.
100%. That's 50-year-old Eric right there. That's his future. Eric, 50 years old, he'll be Larry Higgins. I'm calling it now.
Hamilton says, and once Rippaverse goes under, what will Eric's next grift? Whether a new one or an old one. I think he's going to go into video games. I think he's going to try to develop a video game. That's going to be his new grift.
Wow.
2D sprite fighter. Yeah. Done by Brazilians. Should have done that off jump, actually. That's the easiest grift.
He says, Grumpy says, so what is y'all's favorite anime/game/comic or manga combo? Meaning series that spanned all of those mediums, live action included if you must. Well, something that spawned anime, game, and comic that is my favorite would be Kinnikuman. I fucking love, because I love 80s wrestling. I love 90s wrestling. And Kinnikuman just scratched that itch so perfectly, right? Because it parodied wrestling. It parodied well-known wrestlers, but then it also incorporated the kaiju stuff and like the wackiness and the zaniness of Japanese-style humor. The blood and guts. Like it is a series. Like if you really sit down and read it, like it can go like 1 minute it's silly and goofy, and then the next minute like guys are like getting cut in half and fucking like body slammed on a fucking cement ring, and then 5 seconds later it's goofy again, right?
Versatile that way.
Yeah, it literally had like a Nazi. There's literally a Nazi good guy that's like,
yeah.
And his move is a Nazi salute. He like Nazi salutes and then like slices you up and as he's saluting. Like that's like his fucking finishing move.
JoJo season 2 has a Nazi good guy too.
It's so over the top and just fun, right? Yeah. What about you, Tori? What's your favorite?
Dude, I don't know any of. I don't read manga or I don't watch anime, so I really couldn't answer that question. I'm sorry.
Well, instead of anime,
that was over my head.
Cartoon. Something that's been a cartoon, a video game, and a comic book.
You can say Transformers. That's the easiest answer.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I used to read Transformers comics all the time when I was a kid.
Spider-Man's done all three.
Had some,
Avengers, Hulk,
true.
all that.
And I've actually played. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, probably Spider-Man then. I would say.
What about you, TJ?
I've played the early Spider-Man games; those were fun.
Yeah, see, I'd say the Transformers. I think it counts, right? Because it was anime at some point. The Cybertron games were fire.
I mean, technically, the original Transformers cartoon is anime. It was made in Japan. It was made by a Japanese studio.
Right.
I mean, it's anime.
I was going to say Castlevania, but the problem is the Netflix shows not good after season 2. Not good.
All right. What is your favorite Joker fan casting? Mine is William Dafoe, says Grumpy. TJ, who would you fan cast as the Joker?
Tim Curry, easily. He was going to be the voice actor for the animated series too. It's going to be him.
Tim Curry? I don't know if I see that. I don't think he has the face.
Come on, he does have the face. Look at that smiley eyes.
Yeah. Or look at Rocky Horror Picture Show. He had kind of like a clown face.
That's a Joker right there.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I think he's
or look at the darkness in Legend, the devil.
The darkness. He's darkness.
Yeah.
I mean that's it. That's your interpretation. What about you, Toy? What are you saying?
I'm gonna go with the late great Tony Todd. I'm gonna pick a black actor.
Oh.
He was the Candyman, like in those horror series. I know him from Star Trek. He was in a lot of roles in Star Trek, but he could play evil so well. So I'm gonna go with Tony Todd.
Tony Todd. I don't know who I would cast as the Joker. If I was gonna just to go purely on looks, like someone I like, oh, this guy would look like the Joker, right? What I'm gonna propose is super off the wall. Okay. Have you guys ever heard of Pogo?
Pogo. Other than the stick, no.
Pogo. Look at that.
Shit.
That would be.
Yeah.
That's the fucking Joker.
That is the Joker. Holy shit.
Look at him. That's the fucking Joker. Also, he makes great music.
Reach the wizard.
Holy shit. Straight out of The Killing Joke. Look at this.
So that's my fan casting. I don't know if he can act. I don't know if what his voice sounds like, because obviously his music is all remixed from movies and stuff. Yeah, Pogo great using and Joker potential alone. There you go. That's my pick. If we're gonna fan cast something, just for fun, obviously. Yeah. Matt Smith, says Aaron. I can see that. This guy did the post-op Gash cast opening stolen song. Did he know? I know a lot of his music was used by Crowder. That's where I found him because I used to listen to fucking Crowder. Used to be a Crowder head. Right? I need a female voice to add to the show. Next week. We can have you come on next week. We're about to end. If you want to come tomorrow, Dominique, we're talking comics.
We're talking about comics. Yeah, zero drama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Grumpy also asked, what anime would you bring live action if money and casting was no object and you could cast anyone, meaning actors living and dead? And who would you cast as what? Me, Bubblegum Crisis, Kotetsu Jeg, Fist of the North Star first. That's an interesting question. Man, if money was not an object and I could get anything, and obviously we're, it's hard to say because for a live action, like we're talking TV series or a movie, because something like a Kinnikuman or even a Baki, I think would be better as a TV series, right? Because
TV series, yeah.
The arcs are so long, right?
Yeah.
If I wanted to do a live action anime, but a movie, if I was going to take a movie and make it live action, I have to Spirited Away, because it is one of my favorite fucking movies. I think it would be perfect as a live action. You got those fantastical elements. It's already pretty much a Disney movie, right? It's made so well. The pacing, the story. I think
Jim Henson on that shit. Practical,
Oh yeah. So yeah. Who did the Never Ending Story? Because man, that dragon Never Ending Story.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something about 80s fantasy movies. They really should bring those back.
Yeah, because I talked about this before. When you had limitations, you had to work your best within those parameters, right? There was never like, we'll just CGI it. We'll just, throw some stuff in there at the end. We'll fix that in post. Like there was no fixing it in post. You had to build a giant fucking dragon puppet, and you had to make sure it looked realistic and it could move, and all the eyes blinked, and the fucking hair was real hair, right? Like, I mean, say what you will about Milo and Otis killing like 40 puppies and 30 kittens, but man, having real animals in the movie was so much better, right?
Yeah.
Right.
When
When
they pushed that little kitten into the water and it drowned, and you got that on film, that was great. And then they did it 30 more times.
Beautiful.
30 more kittens.
Yeah.
No, that's horrible though. It really, like, I'm saying that as a joke, but no, really, they killed a lot of fucking dogs and cats on that movie. Fucking terrible. It's one of the. It's a great.
I'm never watching that again.
Yeah, it's a great movie, but then when you find out, like, oh my god, they like were the animal abuse that happened on that film was so horrific. Like, oh man.
Wow.
People should be proud. For me, the easiest answer is Fist of the North Star. It's already the apocalypse, TV series.
They already made a live action. They made a live action Fist of the North Star.
Yeah, but more faithful is the thing, Like,
that one was stupid as fuck, though.
Oh god, that was terrible. Like they had Vader. Like, that was perfect casting. Him as Art, man, terrible.
You are already dead.
Like, you have characters like Negan in Fist of the North Star, it would work. You have psychopaths who have their own cults,
And that doesn't count. Yeah, it does. And did Stanley Kubrick direct Milo and Otis?
What was Dantas? Sailor Moon, Sidney Sweeney. Let's go.
The Never-Ending Story was directed by Wolfgang Peterson, who also did I Am Legend and Troy. Wow.
They have a American live action, but I didn't watch it yet, bro. It is a thing.
Yeah. You know what? Detective Conan would be pretty interesting. I always like that.
Yeah,
show.
I can see it. Yeah.
Or Lupin the Third.
Honestly, Battle of the Planets.
You mean Space Team Gatchaman?
Yeah, that too. That'd be cool as fuck, though. I loved that when I was a kid.
I remember it as G-Force. I didn't see it as Battle of the Planets. They came back later on. They redubbed it second time.
Oh, okay.
You know what I want to see?
Yeah, when I saw it, it was like in the late 70s.
Yeah. You know what I want to see live action, just to piss everyone off. TJ, Robotech. Give me live action Robotech, because that would just piss so many people off. Because it's like 3 series jammed into one. Give me Robotech.
Right. Or
Tekkaman
Voltron.
Blade. Ooh. What about? It'd be really like if money's no object and we can get live action. Give me live action Gundam. I want to see real fucking. There was a live action Gundam movie in the 2000s. What? Live action Ranma? What?
Yeah, there's a lot of these live action movies, and I'm only hearing of them now.
The one with Mark Hamill, the Guyver movie. I watched those as
Guyver, yeah.
That's one of the things that got me into anime, because I seen Guyver and I was like, this is dope. And they're like, did you know it was a cartoon? I'm like, what? And they're like, oh yeah, like look. It's like, oh fuck, this is a dope ass cartoon. Bio Booster Guyver. All right. When do you think the Riververse will close its doors? I'm thinking 2027, says just another guy. I'm thinking, like I said again, if nothing changes, 2027. But he can go on indefinitely, right?
Yeah, he can just disappear and let Andrew take care of it,
Hamilton says, question number 3. Question the third. Bosch Fostein's Pigman #1 on Fund My Comic is closing in 2 days. Have y'all backed it yet? Not only have I backed it, I also bought the some original art from Bosch, both a black and white and a color.
Nice.
So I got the epic rap battles of history, Muhammad versus Hitler. So I got that. Iria and Zerum are a good combo too.
Oh,
G
Zero.
Savior is a 1999 American live-action Gundam movie from Canada. I did not know that. Now I have to check that out. You know what I hate? Here's what I hate about Gundam. Okay, I'm one of those big dumb people that like, yeah, this is awesome, giant robots shooting each other. And then you always get those, well, actually, this is a series about anti-war sentiment and why war is bad for everybody. It's like, but giant robots shooting each other. Like, no, you're supposed to not like the giant robots. And the Xeon people are the bad guys. Stop liking them. But they got cooler robots. I mean, the good guys are okay, right? But you got like the main Gundam, and his is
Char
like
is a badass. God damn.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like you got Char, you got Johnny Raiden, the Red Comet. You got the Red Comet. No, it's a Crimson Lightning is Johnny Raiden. The Red Comet, Char. You got the Wolf. Was it like the White Wolf? They got like all these like badass dudes that have like their own unique armors and have like different color schemes and shit. And like the good guys have like the main guy, and then like everything else is just like generic Gundam shit, right? But the bad guys all have like these cool uniforms, and they got like helmets and shit, like space Nazis. It's fucking badass.
Space Nazis.
They really are. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean,
It just
Char's
sounds-
so badass that they kill him. He comes back to life. Then he goes. Then he dies again. Then he comes back as someone else in disguise. Like he just keeps coming fucking back. You like just can't get rid of him. He's so badass that every Gundam series after the original has their very own Char stand-in because Char is so badass. They're like, oh, we have to have a guy that's like Char, so they like give him like a goofy mask and stuff to kind of like look. He's not really Char, but he's like Char at home. He's like Timu Char. Yeah, but cool robots. Yeah, exactly. Gundam is about communists fighting each other, but with cool robots, giant robots, mechs even. What do you think of Battlefield 6? It looks promising, says just another guy. I haven't really looked into it. I'm not really big into those kind of games. TJ, you looked into Battlefield 6 yet? Good commentary as always, TJ.
That's something must have happened.
What is something that CG as a whole could do better? As a whole.
As a whole.
I think they're okay. So there needs to be I don't want to say like a meeting place, but that's the best way I could describe it. Like there is some like communities. Like I was in the CG community on Twitter, and then I blocked Dark Gift, and apparently he's a moderator there, and like they're like, oh, you blocked Dark Gift, so like automatically kicked me out of the community, and I just haven't like I'm not gonna unblock Dark Gift, so like I'm just not in the community anymore. Right? There needs to be a place where everybody can go. That's Comicsgate to offer services, right? Sort of a like a Craigslist of CG, if you will, right? We're like, hey, like, oh, you're looking for an inker, like here's all the inkers looking for jobs in CG, right? Like if you're like a colorist, you can just go there and sign up, like, hey, I'm a colorist that is doing work, and here's my portfolio. And then like me, as somebody's like, oh, I need a colorist, I could just go there, like a resource page, if you will. Like, oh, I need an inker.
Yeah, like an Angie's list.
Like, yeah, like an Angie's list. Like, so here's all the inkers, and like then I can contact them. I won't go as far as saying put prices because we know how that gets a little touchy.
Right. Yeah.
But to be like these inkers are open to work, right? And so I can contact them, see what their prices are, and see, you know, there's already a portfolio. Like I don't have to ask them for a portfolio because they've already uploaded one, so I can just look and go, okay, there's some examples of his work. Oh, that guy looks good. I'm gonna, you know, I'll DM him or I'll email him and see if he wants to work on the project, right? So like an Angie's list or something for CG, I think. You want a CG
That'll be interesting,
Reedsy?
yeah.
I don't know what a Reedsy is, but yeah. Yes, and it's on Twitter and Robert Romano's website, cg.org. It doesn't really get updated that much. I've seen like everyone who's ever said they were CG is still on that. Like I'm registered on comicsgate.org, and like I'll see people that like they're clearly no longer CG. I'm like, they're still on this site. Like George says, it's called Critical Blast Service. Well, you got to call it Comicsgate Critical Blast. Comicsgate's very own Critical Blast.
Well, there you go. We'll sell Comicsgate merch. Remember?
Stray Bean says, I feel like CG could make more fun of Eric if we really put our minds to
it. We need to clown on him more.
Melanie Awake calling me Jon Snow, low. She never watched Game of Thrones. She just knows clips. Yeah. You pick 5 people and submit a request for quotes and go from there. Oh, that's what Reedsy is. So yeah, something like that. I think as a whole, that's something. And again, like I would also say, because like me, there's so few places to go to promote. I think as a whole, people need to promote more. I know that it's it's something that everyone's always saying, right? Well, promote
a novel concept.
Promote.
Yeah, no, they'd rather be fighting on the internet, though. That's the problem.
Yeah. I mean, even me, I need to. I try to keep the promotion away from the drama. That's the problem. Like I've admitted, I've said it. We've leaned into it now. We're like, we're a drama channel. We can't run from it. We do drama, except for 2 days a week, right? Like I go Saturday and Sunday, or one's gaming, one's comics, no drama, and on Sundays when we do the promoting. But we definitely, as a whole, got to promote better. And I think part of the problem is there's a lot of people in CG or that are claiming CG that are frauds, really quiet. Yeah. No, I was going to say frauds. I was just going to say quiet. Like,
okay.
I love Ben's work, right? Cephas #1. I saw that on Fun My Comic. I started promoting it. But like, if I didn't go looking for it, I don't think I ever would have found it. Like Ben was not like popping into people's shows going, hey guys, did you know I got a comic? Like as a whole, I think the creators themselves need to make their presence more felt by the rest of the community. Oh, that makes sense.
Streams. Use their radio voice.
Well, not just that. It's like even again, just be in the chat. Be like, hey, did you know that I got a comic out? Hey, Katie. Hey, Tony. Hey, EVS. Hey, Shane. Hey, John. And again, it's not. I'm not saying send a super chat. I know people get mad when you say that. Like, oh, if you send the super chat, then people will definitely be aware. Like, look, when it comes to my show or Katie's, we have a lot less people than EVS or John and Shane, so it'll be easier to catch you in the chat without a super chat, right?
Yeah, that's
true. On the big shows, unless you're going to be in there the whole time and you're boom, 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 like you're constantly saying it, and that's going to get annoying to some people, right? Because some people will notice and be like, damn, this guy's kind of spamming, right? So you got to kind of make that choice. Like, hey, I'll send in a $5 super chat. Be like, hey, what's up? Hail CG. By the way, I got a comic that's out. In case you guys weren't aware of it. Like, you only got to do it like once or twice. So then people are now aware of you. So then they will see you in the chat and go, oh, that's that guy that's got that comic, right? That's so-and-so with the comic. Look at him. Because, I mean, the only way the mods are going to tell people about your comic and they're going to put your links is that they got to know that you're out there and you exist. So being Comicsgate is great. Letting people know that you're Comicsgate is even better, though. Like, just don't keep, like, people seem to be keeping it to themselves almost. Like, yeah, I'm Comicsgate. Just not going to tell anybody. It's like real weird. Don't super chat. Ko-Fi instead. That's it. Yeah. Have Trashcast as a consistent night and time, not calling out anyone in CG, mind you.
Once you're in CG, you'll never leave CG.
So yeah, as a whole, I think Yes. If I got just one CG comic, which one would you recommend to me?
Ooh.
That's a question. Like I know Beefy. So
Yeah.
Beefy, here's what I would recommend to you, Beefy. Because I know you on a more personal level. You're not saying, hey, what would you recommend?
You'd know his taste. Yeah.
Like what would you recommend to a random person, right? Like you're saying, what would you recommend to you? And because I know you, and I know you on a more personal level, I would say Inglorious Rex. Okay, you would love it, and Little Beefy.
Kaiju,
Beefy
yes.
Jr. Beefy Jr. would love the kaijus and stuff. There's toys that go along with it, right? There's this little stuff. So yeah, Inglorious Rex would definitely work for you. Would be up your alley. And like I said, and then Junior Beefy would love it because he likes Godzilla and all that. Stray Bean says, what is conflict marketing and why is Eric July so good at it? Conflict marketing is when you position your company in conflict with another company, brand, or idea.
Like when you say we will win?
Yeah, like we will win, or like I'm going to moonwalk on the graves of the DC and Marvel pros.
Shout out Sturgis. Shout out Citadel of Broad. Shout out Edwin Boyette. Shout out the slums.
Stray Bean says, at what point do Sturgis's half dozen actual fans acknowledge that they are enabling a mentally unwell person's delusions and to humiliate himself in public over and over?
I've been asking that since day one.
I don't know if he has actual fans, right? Because if you look at his videos, when he does videos that are on Rippaverse, lots of views. When he does videos that are not on Rippaverse, not so many. I don't have his analytics, so I can't tell you how many people are watching his non-Rippaverse videos that are just subscribed, and how many are finding him through, oh, that's the topic of the day that he's talking about, right? But I know that like there's a couple of people that I've seen, like Poop Donkey, I guess is his friend, right? Like a couple other people that are his quote unquote friends. I don't think they're ever going to realize it because they're just they're too invested in Sturgis. They think Sturgis is smart. There are people that are dumber than Sturgis, right?
Yeah. They're more miserable than he is. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
So this one's the easy one. Which movie, comic, or game franchises had sequels or prequels that genuinely ruined the original? TJ, would you like to go first?
Oh shit! Ruined the beginning, like the first one.
Yeah, like the first one. So like you had the first one, then you had a bunch of sequels, and now the first one is bad, tainted. Yeah.
I can't think of any. Like I know there were good,
quite a
solid movies. Which sequels are terrible? Like RoboCop's case. The third movie didn't do any favors, but that's about it.
Oh man. I'll tell you. You want to give your answer before I give mine?
Sure. I'll give you like one of my favorite franchises, but the sequels almost ruined it for me. Is Highlander. Like I love the first movie. I love the TV series, but man, those sequel movies were like the second one, The Quickening, is fucking awful. I don't care which version. If you watch the Renegade cut, whatever, it's terrible. And the third movie isn't that much better. You know what I mean? Like they almost killed that franchise for me. But I still love Highlander.
I was
so
actually
psyched
talking
that
about
fucking
this.
Henry Cavill's going to be the Highlander.
But there can only be one.
Not so much.
Which Highlander was about environmentalism?
Oh, that's the second one.
That was The Quickening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when they were aliens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they made it. Then they did a cut of it called the Renegade cut, where they weren't aliens. It's fucking awful, dude. No matter which way you watch it,
they couldn't salvage it. Yeah.
No, and they brought Ramirez back. Like he was fucking decapitated. Like his quickening is gone. How could you bring him back? It was so dumb.
All right, I would say for me, and I talked about this the other day. I think the Aliens sequels, prequels, and everything around it has made Alien so much worse. Because again, it went from a truly horrifying fear of the unknown and this creature that's going around killing people on the ship to bland, generic action.
We're xenomorphs now. We can kill them with machine guns. Yay!
So I think the sequels have really made the original so much worse. Ghostbusters, fucking phenomenal. Everything that came after it,
oh, true.
little bad. I mean, I like Ghostbusters 2 in a silly sort of way, but like it is like because the first one is horror comedy, right? If you actually watch the first movie, it is kind of scary. There is like genuine horror. In the second one, it's just
terrifying.
Yeah, in the second one, it's just over the top, ridiculous comedy schlock.
So I got the Scourge of Carpathia type of bullshit from the villain there. Soro Moldavia.
And this is going to be out of left field, but I got two more answers, and they're both Jean-Claude Van Damme franchises.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Kickboxer. The original Kickboxer is phenomenal. Okay. All the sequels afterward are just
true,
terrible.
Various levels of ridiculous. Look, I like Kickboxer 2. Okay, and again, in a goofy sort of way, Kickboxer 2's okay. But then it just kept going. Like if it was just 1 and 2, I'd be like, oh, that's fine. But then you had 3, and you brought Tom Poe back, and then 4, and then they did like a reboot, like a soft reboot, where they brought back Jean-Claude Van Damme's character, but like another actor played it or something.
Yeah,
it was like really weird and goofy. Okay, so like all those Kickboxer stuff just ruined the original Kickboxer. And then the other one, Universal Soldier. The original Universal Soldier, Jean-Claude and Dolph Lundgren. It's a great fucking movie.
Great.
And then they had all these sequels. And again, they did the same thing. They had sequels and reboots. Then
even the one with Goldberg was ass. God damn.
Yeah. So those are definitely Straight Beans got it. Wait, Delta Force? I love Chuck Norris. So yeah,
there was the one Universal Soldier with what's his face? Damn it, why did I forget his name? That actor. It's a different one, and it isn't Jean-Claude. Wasn't that good either.
Well, there's one called Universal Soldiers, and then there's, like I said, there's like a reboot, and then there's like a soft restart. It's all over the place with it shit. So. And then, like, if we're really gonna go into the weeds, I would say Blade is also like the original Blade is great, and it just goes downhill.
Blade 2 was good.
No, because Whistler comes back. He was dead, and then he comes back.
They did some hibbity-jibbity true.
And it wasn't just that hibbity-jibbity, right? So Whistler comes back, and then is it 2 where like that one? Yeah, because 2 is the one where he has that other guy that's helping him, and then that other guy turns out to be like helping the vampires. But oh no, Blade already knew that. He like pulls a fucking Batman. He's like, I already knew that you were gonna betray me, so I put a bomb in your head. You're like, what? They're like, yeah, that's right. I double crossed you. They're like, that makes no fucking sense. So
crisscross applesauce.
And then Blade 3 was just all levels of ridiculous. But Chris Christopherson is awesome. Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro, but man, like even his Hellboy movies, like they look good, but the plots were ridiculous.
Blade 2 was fun if you take Whistler out. Can You Blush? Apparently that's racist, and I didn't realize it. I thought it was just a vampire thing. Apparently that was like a racist towards black people. Dude, Universal Soldier 4 with Scott Adkins was going on a rampage was fantastic. You know what? You know what's another series that kind of got ruined? Like it completely changed the genre with the sequels. Speaking of Scott Adkins, is Green Street Hooligans. Okay, the first one is the first one's Elijah Wood. He's like a reporter who's like out of a job. He meets his sister's brother's his sister's husband's brother, and they become friends. And he like takes him under his wing, and they start hooliganizing at the soccer matches and stuff. Right? And it's like this big. It's like really dramatic. Like the fighting and stuff all plays into the drama of what's going on. Then the second one just got rid of all that stuff. It was like, let's just put them in jail and just like beating the shit out of each other. And it's a good movie, but like it's so different from the first. And then the third one was like, let's go back outside of the jail, get rid of all the characters from the original, bring in Scott Adkins. And like it went from soccer hooligans to like Scott Adkins is like doing karate against soccer hooligans. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What happened to this franchise?
Hooliganizing.
Yeah, hooliganizing.
What's hooliganizing? That's the word for tonight. Hooliganizing.
I thought they were teasing Blade for being half human, not because he was black. I thought so too, but I learned later on because I was watching like one of those like behind the scenes things about it, and it's like, yeah, that's like a racist thing. I'm like, oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, at least they didn't call him a filthy monkey. They did that with Donkey Kong of all people. Poor guy. Crocodile was being racist.
All right. That's the show, everybody. We had a good time. We had fun. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll be doing Comicsgate Suburbs, CG Suburbs, where we'll be promoting comics, talking about comics, reading some comic articles, giving our takes and opinions on all things comic books. So make sure you tune in then. But until then, stop hooliganizing your neighborhood. And as always, love, peace, booty grease. We out this bitch.